Hey there, welcome. This video is going to be an explanation about what we called last way of the hero hint. So this new type of hint, and you will see it this way. The text will say, they say that location, so in our example, it's going to be Hyrule Field, is at the end of the way of the hero. And then Hyrule Field, instead of being in light blue, as you can see, Way of the Hero, this one is going to be in blue. So it's a little bit darker of a blue. You can see it real quick. So it will say is at the end of the Way of the Hero. So what does it mean it's at the end? What it means is at the end of the item spheres. So if you've been tracking your item spheres, this is going to be the last Way of the Hero item that is hintable. He is the one to be the furthest in the item spheres. Furthest. So in our example, Hyrule Field is going to be Hyrule Field Deku Scrub Grotto, and it has a bow, and this is locked by the bomb bag. So I have my sphere tracker. Sorry, I didn't put sphere 0 and sphere 1, but I put sphere 2 and sphere 3. So in sphere 2, we have a bomb bag, which is going to lock our bow that is in sphere 3. The first thing that we know from the last way of the hero, if we know that it's the bow in Hyrule Field, is that this item does not lock any hintable way of the hero item. That is the thing that we know. Any hintable way of the hero item. So it could lock the light arrows because the light arrows cannot be hinted way of the hero. Also, if there is the hammer on 50 skulls, whatever is on 50 skulls cannot be hinted way of the hero. The bow could still lock this hinted hammer. Stuff like that. Or another example is going to be if you have progressive items that do not lock each other. So for example, if you have two different strengths that do not lock each other, then they're not way of the hero because you could pick either one or the others. And so they're not hintable as way of the hero. Okay, so let's get back on it. The last way of the hero item does not lock anything that is hintable way of the hero in the seed you're playing. That's what you know. So do not look for item in your late game research behind that item. Okay, now let's see about other items that are in the same sphere. So basically anything that gets unlocked by either the bomb bag, the tunic, or magic is going to go in that sphere 3. And in our example, we have a slingshot and a hammer. You can also apply the same reasoning to those items that are in the same sphere as the last-woth, because it's basically your last way of the heroable sphere, okay? So there's not going to be anything hintable what behind the slingshot, and there's not going to be anything hintable what behind the hammer. The interest of last-woth is to attack late game research. We don't want to delete late game research. Late game research is great. It's part of the randomizer and we want to keep it. But we want that there is a hint that reduces your options during that late game research, and it reduces the options depending on how well you understood the logic and how well you were able to track your item spheres, which is not always obvious, but as you can see on this example, it doesn't go to like 10 spheres often. It's a super rare case. It's very common that the last sphere, so basically the sphere that has the last-woth is like sphere 3, 4, 5. That's the main thing that I have been observing so far. Okay? So it's made to reduce your options when you get to late game research. It's not supposed to point you to the last item you search. You will still search a last item. You will just have less options to choose from because it feels that there's too much at the moment that I'm recording this video. Okay, I hope this is helpful. I also hope that you can come up with many other ideas with those item spheres. I'm pretty sure there are. Have fun. Ciao, ciao.